Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Crash Landing. So, got all this stuff going in the last episode and I started digging this side out and I am getting so tired of my shovel breaking almost non-stop. So, to fix that, I want to start out by putting down an automatic obsidian generator. So we are going to go ahead and utilize the water from our cobblestone generator to turn lava into obsidian. So we have that set up now. We have a better barrel here with a hopper pointing into it and then the stone barrel on top. Now up here we have pipes that are just full of lava. You can see we still have a little bit of lava not filled up here in the back, but the front is completely full with 10 buckets in this one, and we're getting close on all the others. Now ordinarily you wouldn't be able to get 10 buckets in here, but the back side is pumping into the front side. But so what we will do now is we'll run some fluid ducts down here along the side of this generator, and let's go ahead and remove that one. But this will start making obsidian literally as fast as the lava can be produced. Now, I'm not sure if there is a way that we can make this go to this side first instead of just dumping it all into here, but eventually this will fill up and we won't have to worry about it because we'll have a full 64 stacks of cobblestone or obsidian in there, 5 more stacks in the hopper, and then this thing will no longer empty. But for now, we'll just let that do its thing, and in the meantime, we'll go grab a whole bunch of other items. Now, I think I'm just gonna dump my inventory here. I've got this chest here that I put the glowstone in, and we're just going to dump all of this stuff in there. We're gonna keep the builder's wand, we'll keep the hang glider, but I think the majority of the rest of that we're just going to drop in there for now. So to continue with this, for every obsidian that we will use in this recipe, we need 1 iron and 2.5 aluminum. So if you're not familiar, we will be making some alumite. So we need to grab a stack of obsidian. So let's see here. What? Well, let's let that do its thing some more, because obviously we kind of screwed up. So let's see, how much obsidian do we have so far? Is this still... Well, I think we ran out of lava, so how much do we have? We have 49 total, yes, and we are most definitely out of lava, so that kind of stinks. But so I suppose what we'll do is we will take half a stack of obsidian, and that will mean 1.25 stacks of aluminum and half a stack of iron. So we need to melt all of these down in one of our smelteries. And I think I'm going to use this one here on the end because it doesn't have as many levers on it. But so we'll drop in half a stack of obsidian, and it looks like we can get most of that half a stack of iron in along with it. Now that's going to take a little while to melt. I also have to make these guys, but in the meantime we can go ahead and melt down a little bit of aluminum brass to make some molds. So the aluminum brass, I believe, is copper and aluminum. Let's take a look at that. Aluminum brass. So this is made with 1 copper and 3 aluminum. So let's go ahead. We have plenty. So let's just go ahead and grab some copper. Yeah, kaboom to you two. And then we need to take a little bit of cobblestone, and we're going to go into our part builder, and we need to make a few parts. So let's go ahead and grab our patterns out of here. So we'll grab all of our patterns out of here, and we will go ahead and make ourselves a pattern chest finally. We've been needing to do this for a while. So a chest. Where do we have a chest? There's one. So we need a chest, and then we also need a blink pattern. So let's go ahead and do this. We need to put the blink pattern on top of the chest. That makes a pattern chest, and we get materials in U Volume 2. So if we drop these patterns into a pattern chest that is right next to the stencil table, we can access it there. But I just realized we don't want it next to the stencil table. We actually want it next to the part builder, which we happen to have a glowstone nook right there, which is kind of in the way. So let's go ahead and move that over, and we're going to drop all of our patterns in here now. So now we can access our pattern chest from the part builder. And as long as we're doing this, we are going to make a shovel. We are going to make an axe or a hatchet, which we do have a hatchet. A pickaxe. And then we are going to start getting fancy. Now we are making a huge amount of this stuff, so we are going to make a few more patterns and make a few more other things as well. So let's see here. We can make this in our regular crafting inventory. Make a whole bunch of these. Oh, stencil worker, huh? I've been working with stencils for a while, but let's go ahead and look at what else we have here. So we have a few things that we have already made, and we have a large number of the patterns for the regular part table. I do not believe that we have a tool rod pattern, so we'll make one of those. We already have the pickaxe, we already have the shovel and the axe. We do not have the sword blade, or the wide guard, or the hand guard. I believe we have the crossbar. We have the tool binding. We do not have the pan. Wide board we don't have. We have the knife blade, and we have the chisel. Now is when we start getting into things that are going to require a large amount of material. The tough rod pattern is used for making some much heavier items. So we're going to need that one. We are going to need the tough binding. Then we need the large plate, and this will come in handy for many things. The broad axe will make the lumber axe, which will be very nice if we decide to cut some trees manually. The scythe, I believe, is used for chopping leaves. The excavator, now this is one that I really want. This will dig a 3x3 pattern into anything that a shovel will work in. We also have the large blade pattern, which is a very good heavy sword, most commonly used for beheading. And then we have the hammerhead pattern, and this works just like the excavator, doing a 3x3 in places that a pickaxe works instead of a shovel. Now we also have bowstrings, fletchings, arrowheads, and I think that's it. But we have plenty of patterns now. So let's go ahead and get those in there, and we're going to drop off this second copy here, and we have some extra books here. Why do we have extra books? Not sure what is going on there, but yeah, there's the sequence of the books, and I believe we need some water, so we better get that. All right, water. Gonna have to go and fill these here soon. But so we should have everything we need. We have what we need to make aluminum brass. We have our stuff for the alumite. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff into the smeltery, or at least as much of it as we can. We have molten iron and molten obsidian in here. Let's go ahead and drop in the majority of a stack of aluminum. And now we will use this smeltery. Okay, those guys need to be updated. We'll just turn all of those off. Let's make sure that these guys are off as well. And we are going to make a bunch of aluminum brass. So it's 3 and 1 So, can't quite get it all in there. Oh, well. But, yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. We've got this going on. I hope there's enough room in this smeltery to handle all of this. So, we're waiting for that. Let's go ahead and grab our casting tables, because now we're going to need to make some metal casts. I believe we actually may have had one or two. Yeah, we have the sword blade cast and the full guard cast. So we have a couple of those. So let's go ahead and grab those just so that we don't try to make them again. And let's see here. What am I looking for? I am looking for casting tables. We don't have any in here, but we do have seared faucets. We're going to need those. Did I have them on me? No, I did not. Maybe they're in here. Nope. So I must have placed them somewhere. I had at least 2 or 3 of those. There's 2 of them there, and I may have a couple of them over here in the loot yet from the city raiding. Yes, I do. Okay, and I also have a casting basin, so I don't want to waste that. So let's go ahead and get back over here and see if we can get this stuff put in. So we should have a bunch of aluminum here. So now let's drop that, and the... Let's see here. How much copper did we... The copper hasn't melted yet. That's why. So we ended up with a bit too much aluminum. Well, whatever. We have plenty of aluminum brass. And it looks like we also apparently have a little bit of molten glass in here still. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that to straighten out. Can we get all that glass to get out of here? Maybe? There we go. That's better. So now we are going to go ahead and remove all of those. Flip all of these off, even though it really doesn't matter. And then we are going to break a couple of these. So we have plenty of this stuff to go around. But let's go ahead and put those down. Then we have our 2 seared faucets. Now we want to get these pickaxe and shovel and things like that right away. So we'll get those first. It'll pull the casts out of there, and then we get these back. So we also need the stone axe head. And we have quite a few more items to make. But for now, that should be good. Let's go ahead and grab these guys back out of here. And these should be in a chest underneath here. So there they are. We'll go ahead and grab all of that, get back out of here, and we are going to now put this into here. Do we have everything in here? We have some alumite, but we are missing a little bit of stuff, so we need 1 more iron dust and 17 more aluminum, I believe. So that will catch up eventually. But let's go ahead and place down our casting tables here. These we are going to be doing manually, which is absolutely fine by me. So we want a pickaxe and a shovel to start out with. Let's go ahead and pour these guys out. We are also going to want the tool rod, and I forgot to get those. Okay, well, let's go ahead and make an entire new set of tools. So let's make an axe and another shovel to make our mattock. We'll make another axe for our hatchet. And we're going to make... Whoops, I did not want to make another shovel. Well, that's okay. We can always melt these things down later on. So we'll add another there for the sword blade. We got a few more things to make, but we need to go and get... Actually, let's go ahead and just make a few more tables and casting basin, or faucets. Where? Ah! I was confused for a little bit. Okay, so let's make a few more casting tables and some faucets. faucets are going to be the big ones, because we just don't have enough of those. I've got so many seared bricks and they're being made automatically that I'm not really concerned about saving resources anymore. Okay, so we still need a few more patterns. So we need our tool rod. Tool rod. That's not a tool rod, that's a tool binding. Okay, well, we need the tool binding. We need a tool rod. That's a tough rod. Didn't I make... Yeah, I'd say. I thought I made a pattern for the tool rod. So we'll go ahead and place this in here. Make a stone tool rod. Alright, now we need to make a sword. Now, I like to make the rapier. The rapier is really fast, and I really like it. So I'm going to make that. Then we are also going to want the large plate. So let's go ahead and grab that guy. And once again, inventory management. Let's go ahead and just drop the rest of this iron and aluminum in here, because we should have everything out there that we needed. Which ones are we done with? We are done with that one, and that one. So what I might do is just go ahead and make all of these patterns. I think that sounds like a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and make all of these, and might even make the ones that I'm missing for the bows. So yeah, I will be back in just a little bit when I've got this all taken care of. Well, I hope I've got everything together here. So I've got a chest with a whole bunch of stuff in it. We've got our mattock, our pickaxe, a rapier, hatchet, shovel, mining hammer, broadsword, scythe, lumber axe, and excavator. So hopefully that will be everything. So let's go ahead and grab all of these parts. And apparently we need to grab some water again. Seems like we never stop running out of water. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go fill that pretty soon. But so to put these together, we have to upgrade our tool station. So that takes some seared bricks and 4 blocks of metal. Now I think this can be any metal, and you might even be able to use not obsidian, emerald. Let's just check the recipe on this guy. So, oh wait, do these have specific? No. Block of iron. Huh. Well, I don't know. But this is working with the aluminum. So let's go ahead and take our aluminum, make a tool forge now. So we'll go ahead and just place this down. And actually, will this work? Let's go ahead and grab our pickaxe again. Pick this guy up. Now, if I place this down here next to this chest... Nope, it's not going to open it. Alright, that's fine. So we'll start out with the hammer. 2 large plates, a hammerhead, and a tough tool rod. That's one of these guys. So there's the hammer. So pro tinkerer. Okay, the lumber axe. This takes the head, plate, a binding, and a tough tool rod. The excavator. Excavator head, plate, binding, tough tool rod. There we go. Gonna have an awful lot of these by the time it's all said and done. Alright, the scythe. This is one that I don't usually make, but this takes the scythe head, 2 tool rods, 1 binding, and there we go. Prepared to fight. So these are going to be some really good weapons, albeit slow. So next we have the broadsword, which takes the broadsword, the alumite plate, and 2 tough tool rods. So there is a very heavy tool there. Let's go ahead and kind of set these guys up a little bit differently. So now we get into our regular tools. Now we could make a battle axe. I don't really feel the need for that. But so now we have our regular tools, the pickaxe, The shovel. The mattock. The hatchet. That looks like a bronze handle. That is weird. And then finally we have our regular lightweight sword, the rapier. So there we go. There is our entire set of Alumite tools. So there's a couple of good things about this. First off, like I was saying, the excavator digs a 3x3 area. And it is actually reasonably fast right off the bat. Now the shovel should be fairly fast right away, and it will very rapidly increase in speed. Now let's go find ourselves a mob real quick. So it happens to be nighttime. That is perfect. So we will head out here to the edge of the lit area, and we are going to find ourselves something to kill. So I happen to see, well, that skeleton despawned. So yeah, actually this is perfect. We have a zombie with gold armor. Now the rapier has the wonderful ability to penetrate armor. So it also can attack very quickly. So yeah, there we go. Hey there, baby zombie. And we're getting a little bit of lag. So the rapier does happen to be a very weak weapon in comparison to some of the others, but you can see before that guy even got a chance to bounce, I had killed him. So that is one of the advantages of the rapier. Now if we switch over to the cleaver gives a much higher probability of beheading. So there's a monster head. There was not one there, but you can see this guy was one-killing the non-armored guys. So, one-shotting a zombie, that's kind of nice. Ow. But we can put additional levels of beheading on this, which will actually give us a head every single time that we use it. So, the only reason for that is wither skulls. But you can see how slow it works. Ow. Okay, I think it's time to run away. Oh god, Mirage Enderman. We need our other sword. Let's get away from here. Now I have noticed this jittering that I get as I'm moving. That is at chunk boundaries. Don't know what is causing it, but it is rather annoying. Let's get our back up against something. We're about ready to die. Well, that stupid Enderman can stay up there for all I care. So, yeah, that was almost a disaster. So, let's get a little food so that we can eat, get healed up. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. So, I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hi there, Mr. Zombie. You gonna come over here so that I can kill you?